There's this entire world all around us that's completely invisible, working on a scale our eyes just can't see. But what if they could? In this explainer, we're going to dive into how technology completely unlocked this hidden universe, and in the process, changed our understanding of life itself. So, if you want to understand biology, from the tiniest bacteria all the way up to our own complex bodies, we first had to smash through a huge barrier, the simple limit of what our eyes can physically see. Okay, tick this mosquito. To you and me, it's just an annoying pest, right? But it's also a tiny flying vehicle for viruses that we have absolutely no defense against. It's the perfect example of how what we think we see, well, it's not even close to the full story. And that's really the heart of the problem. Our regular, unaided vision is just not built to handle the biological challenges we're facing today. We needed tools that could take us way, way deeper. The first massive breakthrough, it came way back in the late 1600s. And it was a piece of technology that literally opened up a universe that, until that moment, nobody even knew was there. So these first microscopes showed us something completely startling, a world jam-packed with tiny, single-celled organisms. And over the next few centuries, as the lenses got better and the images got clearer, we get to today, where a modern light microscope can show us the amazing, detailed machinery inside a single living cell. So what is a light microscope? Well, it's a tool that shoots light through a specimen and then uses lenses to magnify that image up to about 1,500 times. But its real superpower, it lets us watch specimens that are still alive, still moving. It's a window into life as it's happening. And this quote, man, it just says it all. The most fundamental ideas, like the fact that all living things are made of cells, weren't just discovered with microscopes. They were literally unimaginable without them. This one tool completely rewrote the rulebook for biology. For centuries, light was our only way into that microworld. But then, around the 1950s, a whole new revolution kicks off. We figured out how to see not with light, but with electrons. And the jump in power was just staggering. A light microscope, it maxes out around 1,500 times magnification. An electron microscope, it can go over 100,000 times. Now, there's a trade-off. The specimens can't be alive, but the level of detail you get, it's on a whole other planet. And there are two main flavors. You've got the scanning electron microscope, or SEM, which scans the surface and gives us these absolutely incredible 3D images. Then there's the transmission electron microscope, or TEM, which shoots electrons through a super thin slice to show us what the inside looks like in 2D. To really get the difference, just look at this single pore on a leaf. With a light microscope, we get a flat 2D view. Pretty cool. The TEM slices it open, showing us all the guts on the inside. But the SEM gives us the stunning, textured 3D view of the surface. It's the exact same subject, but it's telling three completely different stories. All right, so let's take this incredible new power, this new way of seeing, and bring it all the way back to where we started. It's time to find out what that ordinary little mosquito is really hiding. I mean, what happens when we really push the magnification, when we look closer than anyone has ever looked before? This is what happens. This is the face of a yellow fever mosquito seen through a scanning electron microscope. The detail is it's breathtaking. You can see every single hair, every facet of its eye, all revealed in a way we just never could have imagined. We're talking about some serious power here. A scanning electron microscope can blow something up to 500,000 times its actual size. It's enough to turn something totally familiar into something that looks completely alien. But you gotta remember, these are way more than just incredible pictures. They give scientists vital data. They can map out the exact surface features, the topography. They can analyze the shape and size of all its parts, figure out what elements it's made of, and even see how its atoms are arranged. And this constant drive to see the unseen, it isn't just about the microscopic world. It also applies to the biggest organism we study, ourselves. I mean, think about it. We've developed these incredible technologies that let us peer deep inside the human body, revealing how everything works, all without ever having to make a single cut. It's kind of like an X-ray versus an MRI, right? An X-ray is fantastic for seeing hard stuff, like your bones. But an MRI uses powerful magnetic fields to give us this incredibly detailed picture of everything. The bones, the ligaments, the muscle. It's all about using the right tool for the job. And that's really the main idea here, isn't it? Our understanding of life doesn't just get better on its own. It gets pushed forward, sometimes in huge leaps, by the tools we invent to go exploring with. We've gone from seeing a fuzzy little blob that we called a cell to mapping the complex, alien-like face of an insect that can literally shape the health of our entire planet. Every single leap in technology brings a new leap in our understanding. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? With the speed technology is moving today, what invisible world is just waiting for us right around the corner? What would the next generation of tools let us see for the very first time?